Today we're taking a look at these NHL matches: Vancouver Canucks vs Toronto Maple Leafs, Carolina Hurricanes vs Columbus Blue Jackets, and Washington Capitals vs Pittsburgh Penguins, which are happening on Saturday, May 1st, 2021, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes. Let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. So I am going to start off by talking about the Vancouver Canucks vs Toronto Maple Leafs match. Toronto will be riding a 4-game winning streak when hosting Vancouver on Saturday after its 4-1 victory over the Canucks Thursday. Austin Matthews scored his 36th goal of the season, which is first in the NHL. With the victory on Thursday, Toronto improved to 32-13-5 with 69 points and stretched its lead at the top of the North Division to 9 points over the second-place Edmonton Oilers. The Maple Leafs have bounced back strong from a 5-game winless streak to win 4 straight and pull away from the rest of the North Division. The Vancouver Canucks have lost 4 of the last 5 and have scored a total of 8 goals over those 5 games. On the season, Vancouver is scoring an average of only 2.56 goals per game, and the power play unit scores only 19.7% of the time with a man advantage. Brock Boeser is the leading goal scorer for Vancouver with 17, while Bo Horvat has scored 16. Quinn Hughes is leading Vancouver in assists with 31, and Boeser is the overall points leader for Vancouver with 37. The Canucks have scored 24 power play goals in 45 games. The Toronto Maple Leafs are on a roll, winning each of their last 4. Prior to this current winning streak, Toronto had lost 5 straight, but prior to that skid, the Maple Leafs had won 6 straight and 9 of their previous 10. Toronto now leads the North Division by 9 points, and much of that success is thanks to a strong attack. Toronto is scoring an average of 3.32 goals per game, and during their current 4-game winning streak have scored 4 goals or more in each of the 4 games. The leading goal scorer this season is Austin Matthews with 36, which leads the NHL. Mitch Marner has a team-high 44 assists and is also the leader in overall points for Toronto with 62. The Maple Leafs have opened up some breathing room in the North Division race as they have a 9-point lead in the standings. Vancouver has 12 games remaining, but has a massively compressed schedule due to an extended pause. The Canucks started strong in their return, beating Toronto twice at home, but they have dropped 4 of 5. Vancouver is running on fumes at this point, while Toronto still has things to prove. My first betting advice for that game is to pick Toronto Maple Leafs minus 1.5. The Canucks are 2-5 in their last 7 games, playing on 1 day's rest, and 0-4 in their last 4 road games. The Maple Leafs are 4-0 in their last 4 games as a favorite and 21-7 in their last 28 games following a win. The under is 12-4-2 in Canucks' last 18 overall. The under is 3-0-1 in Maple Leafs' last 4 overall. The Canucks are 0-11 in the last 11 meetings in Toronto and 4-1 in the last 5 meetings. The home team is 22-4 in the last 26 meetings. The underdog is 4-1 in the last 5 meetings. Austin Matthews leads Toronto with 36 goals, Mitchell Marner has 44 assists, and John Tavares has 146 shots on goal. Defensively, the Toronto Maple Leafs are allowing 2.7 goals per game and are killing 77% of their opponents' power plays. Frederik Andersen has given up 66 goals on 640 shots faced, and Michael Hutchinson has given up 17 goals on 211 shots. The Vancouver Canucks have won 4 of the 8 meetings against the Maple Leafs this season, but they're not playing well enough right now to be worth a look in these spots. The Toronto Maple Leafs have turned things around over the last week, and they've absolutely blown the doors off the Canucks when they've beaten them this season. The Vancouver Canucks are averaging 2.7 goals per game and are scoring on 19.2% of their power play opportunities. Brock Boeser leads Vancouver with 17 goals. Quinn Hughes has 31 assists, and Bo Horvat has 98 shots on goal. Defensively, the Vancouver Canucks are allowing 3.2 goals per game and are killing 78.8% of their opponents' power plays. Braden Holtby has given up 56 goals on 564 shots faced, while Thatcher Demko has given up 76 goals on 892 shots. My second betting advice for that game is to pick under 6. Now I'm going to be talking about the Carolina Hurricanes versus Columbus Blue Jackets match. The Columbus Blue Jackets were expected to be one of the competitive teams in the Central Division, but have fallen apart in the past few months to look like the worst team in the division. The Hurricanes, on the other hand, have looked like one of the best teams in the Central Division in the NHL, with little to no flaws on their roster. The two teams might be on different ends of the standings, but both are hoping to win the upcoming game and finish the season strong. The Blue Jackets have only won 16 of their 51 games this season to give them the worst record in the Central Division. The team has played poorly on both ends of the ice, and if things don't turn around, Coach John Tortorella might be coaching his final season with the Blue Jackets. The offense is only scoring 2.3 goals per game, and only 4 skaters have 10 goals or more this season, with Oliver Bjorkstrand leading the unit with 15 goals this season. The Hurricanes have won 33 of their 50 games this season to give them the best record in the Central Division. The defense has led the way all season, allowing only 2.3 goals per game and playing great in all 3 pairings throughout the season. Dougie Hamilton and Jacob Slavin have combined for 7.9 defensive point shares and 135 blocked shots, while Brett Pesce and Brady Skjei have combined for 6.2 defensive point shares on the back end of the unit. Moreover, the Hurricanes are receiving excellent play from their goaltenders, with James Reimer, Petr Mrazek, and Alex Nedeljkovic combining to save .921% of shots. The Blue Jackets have won 3 of their past 4 trips to North Carolina and have started to play with less pressure now that they are officially eliminated from the playoff contention. Still, Columbus has managed to post consecutive victories just twice since mid-February and is presently riding a 9-game losing streak on the road. My first betting advice for that game is to pick Carolina Hurricanes -1.5. Columbus is 16-38 in their last 54 games overall and 7-21 in their last 28 road games, while the over is 8-1-1 in their last 10 games as an underdog. Carolina is 6-2 in their last 8 home games and 14-6 in their last 20 games following a win, while the over is 3-1-1 in their last 5 games overall. The under is 18-7-2 in the last 27 meetings between these two teams. Sebastian Aho leads the Canes with 51 points, including a team-high 21 goals and 30 assists, while Dougie Hamilton and Vincent Trocheck each have 39 points, with Hamilton logging a team-high 31 assists and Trocheck adding 17 goals and 22 assists. Oliver Bjorkstrand leads the Blue Jackets in scoring with 38 points, including a team-high 15 goals and 23 assists, while Cam Atkinson's got 31 points with 14 goals and 17 assists, and Jack Roslovic has 30 points with 20 assists this season. My second betting advice for that game is to pick under 5.5. Now I'm going to be talking about the Washington Capitals versus Pittsburgh Penguins match. The two teams played in a high-scoring thriller, with the Penguins edging out the Capitals in a 5-4 overtime game. Both teams will meet for the final time, with the Penguins winning 5 for the previous 7 games, but the Capitals are hoping to regain the top seed in the East Division from the Penguins in the final few games. The Pittsburgh Penguins, 33-15-3, clinched their franchise record 15th consecutive playoff berth after notching their 5th win in the past 6 fixtures, 5-1-0, following a 5-4 overtime triumph against the Washington Capitals at Capital One Arena on Thursday. Jake Gensel, 22 goals, 53 points this year, tallied the winner at 2:11 of the extra session in what was a back-and-forth outing, with each team taking 2 separate leads and both tying the game twice. Kasperi Kapanen, 10 goals, 26 points, bagged a double for the Penguins, who are 5-2-0 against Washington this season, with 4 of those 5 victories coming past regulation, 3 overtimes, 1 shootout. The Washington Capitals, 32-13-5, Qualified for the Stanley Cup playoffs for the 7th consecutive year and 13th time in the last 14 seasons after earning the necessary point for a postseason spot following a 5-4 overtime defeat against the Pittsburgh Penguins at Capital One Arena on Thursday. Tom Wilson, 12 goals, 31 points this year, clinched the berth after tying the game at 4-4 with 15 seconds remaining in the third period before the Pens grabbed the win midway through the bonus session. Daniel Sprong, 11 goals, 18 points, meanwhile, buried his 4th goal in 3 games while filling in for injured Alex Ovechkin on Washington's top line. The Capitals are 2-1-4 versus Pittsburgh this year from their point of view, currently riding a 9-game losing skid against the Pens in regular season games that have gone past regulation, stretching back to January 2012. If this slide continues, indeed, remains to be seen. Nevertheless, do bank on Washington to bag any kind of win here. The Caps have followed up a loss with another defeat on just 2 of the past 10 occasions, and have been solid on own ice lately, winning 9 of their last 13 domestic outings. My first betting advice for that game is to pick Washington Capitals. The Penguins are 5-1 in their last 6 road games and 21-8 in their last 29 overall. The Capitals are 19-7 in their last 26 games as a favorite and 23-9 in their last 32 overall. The under is 3-1-1 in Penguins' last 5 overall. The over is 9-2 in Capitals' last 11 overall. The Penguins are 5-2 in the last 7 meetings. The over is 4-1 in the last 5 meetings in Washington and 9-2 in the last 11 meetings. My second betting advice for that game is to pick over 6. Good luck to all of you. That's it for this video. Stay tuned and stay safe for the next betting tips and advice.